We're going to start this video with the after picture so you can tell what the goal was, and then we'll go back and have some of the videos as I did it as I proceeded. Now this is a Douglas fir stump. It was a tree less than a month ago. It's December. It hasn't dried out a bit, and what we did is cut a V into the top of the stump and placed some firewood and dry firewood and then some branches and got it started with a propane torch. And the goal is to get the heartwood in the middle of the tree to burn. And like this part here, that's the part right under the bark. And you can't get that to burn, at least not the first year. Unless you really work at it. But my goal is to get most of the center out and get the center down to ground level. And okay, this is a different stump, cut down the same day, big Douglas fir. And on this one, rather than a V shape in the top, I cut out a piece of pie. Actually, the first thing I did was dig a hole on this side and strip the bark off down there, and then cut vertically and across the bottom a pie-shaped piece, and then built a fire inside that, and that lets the flame get to the heartwood so it can burn. And the way it looks now, the heartwood is pretty well burned out, and it's down below where the horizontal saw cut. Okay. Cut a groove all the way through, and I packed it with branches, put a bunch of other stuff on top, and you can hear the propane torch that's on the other side, but it's kind of smoky over there. This is a different stump. It's about 3 feet in diameter. What I've done here is cut out a piece of like a pie-shaped piece. It's on the outside where the bark was, it was about 1 foot wide, and then went about 15, 18 inches deep, and maybe it's 3 foot tall from the top of the stump down to where I stopped cutting. And it's been repacked and had about 20 minutes to get a fire started again. It started itself. I didn't have to do anything to it, and it's burning quite well. And its heartwood also is burning much more than the wood right next to the bark. This is the big stump 24 hours after I started it burning. The heartwood is burning down quite a bit. Not much movement on the sapwood, but this is after 24 hours. I was a little discouraged, but my wife said, no, the last time I did this, it took days. But it's not much labor at this point. You just add a few more branches to it. This is the smaller stump, 24 hours after I got it started burning. And the sapwood, the wood right under the bark, hasn't burned very much. But there's been quite a bit of the heartwood burned. And you can see, down in there, where you can see where the trace of the end of the chainsaw was, where I cut out the pie-shaped piece, and it's burned below that about 4 inches and off to the side as well. So I'm gonna repack it and get it burning more excitedly. All right, just about a week has gone by. This is not the simple burning up of a stump that I was hoping to show. But anyway, here's the big stump, and you can see it's festooned with pieces and a piece of sheet metal over the top to keep the rain off. In the 6 days since we started the fire, we've had 5 inches of rain, and we were still getting smoke out of this stump until this morning. So I'm going to uncover it, and I brought down with me some dry firewood, another can of propane, which I might need to get it started, although maybe I'm being pessimistic. And anyway, so I'll dig into this and then see where we are. All right, now here's the stump. I've cleaned out all the loose stuff, and up forward you can see got a big hole, and on the far side you can see where it was burning probably the last few days, because that's all charred away, and it's following one of the big roots. Okay, there we go, starting with the drywood. Drywood's over on that side, and it's, to the other side of where the wood's stacked up, it's about 8 feet. But it'll work its way across. There's no point in agonizing over it.